It's been a minute. So, some people enjoyed what I posted that I'm working on, which is really cool. About 2,000 people took a look at that. So instead of sitting around waiting, let's make cartoons! Yay! I don't know where the chat box went. It just kind of decided, alright, I'm gonna peace out. I guess that's crazy. It was there and then just left on me. That's fine.
We didn't need that on screen anyway.
It's not... So far, there's not really anything too different from what y'all have seen. I haven't edited anything that I already posted. Got a little bit farther. We're up to 17 seconds. The animation process is a very, very long one. Yay, lip syncing. Also, Scamper's not in this. I feel like I'm just gonna mention that from the start. I apologize. There's no Scamper in this animation. Let's take a peek at how long this segment is. That is 40 seconds. Amazing. Well, you know what? We're almost at the halfway point. That's pretty good. What determines a segment? For me, the way I do it is the main location slash specific camera angle. So for this, the way I segmented this off is they're in the room at the start with this specific camera angle, and then where I cut it off, it goes to a... It's not that the angle itself is that different, but there is a different lighting effect I wanted to use, and I didn't want to clog up the memory in this animation file. So that as I'm working on the rest of it, it still runs just as smooth. So that separate segment that would have been at the end of this is only like 2 or 3 seconds, but I got a little bit silly and made the lighting different. Not in like an inconsistent way, but it's a plot thing that I don't want to ruin the surprise, even though it's within the first like 2 minutes of the actual episode, but you know what I mean. Oh, the chat's showing back up. That's hilarious. I love free programs. Where are we? We're over here. We having fun? Real exciting stream, I know. Listen, it's better than the Tetris stream. I mean, it would kind of have to be, but it is. And that's what matters. Hello, welcome to me sitting here quietly for 2 hours. Although, this is a very small thing, and I know nobody else cares, but I did start learning keyboard shortcuts, so there's less of me right-clicking and missing stuff that I'm trying to click on and getting frustrated, and more like actually doing stuff. Isn't that crazy? I am animating today. I keep saying I'm going to, and now I'm finally doing it. So look at that, all I had to do was press one key on my keyboard instead of right-click, finding the thing in the menu. Oh, the menu doesn't even show up when I right-click. Never mind, it's zero different for y'all. Here I was thinking, oh, it's so much more streamlined, it's gonna be so much better. It's no different. That's crazy. One thing I really like that Melissa can do, that she's probably the only character that can, because there's like a visual separation where her shoulders are, she can like, I don't want to say turtle mode, because she's not like, I have no clue what I'm trying to say. She can like, eh, you know? Like not that extreme, but she's like the only character that can do that. And it's such a tiny little thing that nobody else is gonna notice. But I like it. Should I be silly and have Melissa do like the actually thing? I think I'm gonna do that just to be funny. Okay, no. Now that I've said it, I have to. You know how every stream I do something stupid? This is what it's gonna be for this stream. Okay, it's not like record-breaking stupid. This is actually very tame in comparison to my regular stupidity. But I have a new PNG that I've been overusing. And if anybody in chat knows me and talks to me, you know I overuse this image like you wouldn't believe. I need to find it, and I'm gonna put it on the screen, and I'm gonna make it everyone's problem. I found it. Okay, image, add source. I'm gonna call the source actually. Let's see here. There it is. It's so stupid. But you know what? He's just gonna be there now. I love that picture with all my heart. And that's what Melissa's gonna be doing.
That's a fantastic idea. Probably like the middle of the lobby.
Okay, the logic I have with character hands is like, you know how on SpongeBob they have fingers when it's convenient? Like if they need to like point at something or grab something and they don't usually have fingers, they just kind of like grow fingers. That's the kind of logic we work with. Fun fact, they have nub hands because I literally just didn't want to draw hands. I made these in like... when did I make these? It was 2017 or 2018 that I made these. They obviously look so much different than they used to. Anybody that remembers Day of the Dads, firstly, you get a veterans discount.
I remember that.
Yeah, we all remember Day of the Dads. Oh man. I still have one specific screenshot. I paused it at just the right moment and Cass was making a funny face, so I screenshotted it. But I digress. But yeah, we remember how different they looked, but these are still the exact same character models. I just made them look different. But back then, I didn't know how to draw hands. So I didn't. I was like, well, we just won't have them. There we go, problem solved. But now it's just become such a staple of Technologica culture to just not have hands. Or noses. That is another thing. There's nothing here. Like, there's just, it's not there. And I did try. I put in a solid attempt. I was curious if maybe I was missing out on some big thing that would have been, like, life-altering. The best thing you've ever seen. And it was horrifying. Like, let me show y'all. The nightmare. We have a few options. We could do cute little button nose. It's not bad, but that doesn't make it good.
Give them options and they can pick the nose.
I don't know if y'all heard that. You know what this man just said? Give them options so they can pick their nose. That's the thing I've said on my channel now. Thanks. That's amazing.
You're welcome.
I said it on TikTok. I'll say it here too. This man raised me. We have the button nose. We have the angular. Oh, that's just drawn poorly. Here, let me. There we go. The angular. It's terrifying. we have just a little dot. I really don't like that one. I don't know why. Something about that just feels wrong to me. Like, that just doesn't work. But, you know what? We don't need to worry about it. It's my cartoon, and I can make them as complete or incomplete as I want. I'm already fairly certain this is probably going to end up being a meme. I love how the fingers just come out of nowhere. Like, there's absolutely nothing that indicates, hey, there's fingers in here. Oh. There's ways to phrase things, and then there's ways you shouldn't phrase. Oopsies. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anyway. Yeah, I love how it just kind of shows up. That's... Would y'all believe I've actually been animating for like a decade at this point with smooth moves such as this? Actually, that is kind of smooth. That actually does kind of look good. And I'm still gonna animate the hair, even though it's literally not even gonna be noticeable. It's noticeable to me. Even though it's like 2 pixels. Those 2 pixels matter. See, doesn't it look so much more alive? Y'all probably can't even see that with how tiny it is on YouTube. Unless you're full screen, like an absolute winner. I don't know, her hand just looks like it's not attached. Like, that just looks like a broken wrist. There we go. That looks more not painful. Less. I forgot the word less exists. We're doing great today. Oh, I reopened the stream. I forgot I put that PNG there. That's funny. That looks... There we go. That looks better. Isn't that such a cool cutaway? It's not that cool, but it looks good. See? It looks all professional. I have multiple camera angles in one thing. Even though that literally goes against the exact thing I was talking about at the start. I have no clue who my favorite character is. I was about to be like, oh, what's y'all's favorite characters minus so-and-so, but I have no clue what my favorite character is, honestly. I don't want her to just be there, like, talking, but, like, not moving, because that doesn't look realistic. Okay, how realistic is it, really? But when half the characters are talking animals. But you know what I mean. Here we go. You can sacrifice realism, but not believability. That's good. I'm writing that down. That's a good quote. Let me write it down. You can sacrifice realism, but not believability. There we go. I'm a genius. Make that your yearbook quote, high school seniors. Profound wisdom. I got my glasses on. I got my little finger in the air. This is what I be looking like right now. Yo. Okay, anybody... I know there's only like 2 people here that knew me in middle school. 1 or 2 people. But do y'all remember the My Little Pony phase? Because this phase is gonna be so much worse. I didn't mean to jump to CK rolling her eyes! Oh, that's hilarious. That was so poorly timed. I'm getting bullied by my own characters. Okay, I've put myself in a corner because she's holding the notebook out in front of her. And even, you can sort of see it like in the front of the shot here. Or does she actually refer to it again? And does it zoom out for her to refer to it? It does, but not until later. So what I can do is, I can just throw a keyframe here. So that way, if I go back here and literally even delete it. Hey, look, she has no legs! It'll still be there later because I already put a keyframe. Okay, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just on that close-up shot. Because it's close up enough that it's not gonna look weird if she doesn't have it. You'll just be like, oh, it's just out of the shot. So that gives her more room to emote with her hands and everything. I might even zoom in a little... actually, I think I'm going to zoom out a bit. Oh, but then... Nah, where I have it is good. Yeah, that's fine how it is. Because I was wondering if it might be too tight, but if I zoom out, it looks like there's too much empty space. Okay, I'm gonna put her hands and arms where they should be. You can see how goofy her arms look. I had to do so much cheating to get that look. But I mean, it looks good. It looks believable until you get rid of the notebook. There's a lot of sort of pushing things, I guess. I don't know, it's not quite cheating, but like it definitely pushes what is actually physically possible. But if it looks good, she just has no legs. That's just how it is now. There we go. So that looks believable enough. Like you can still sort of think, oh, she's still holding it. It didn't just vanish, even though that's exactly what happened. It looks fine. It's fine. I say, convincing myself. I don't like how the very tippy top of her ear is cut off. I might zoom out a little bit just to fix that. There we go. But I don't want to zoom out too much farther because then that's not a great looking shot. I think that works. Now we have a tangent at the bottom of the chair. Ah! Screaming. There. Fixed it. I think I know how I can make her look a bit more alive. Tiny changes. Tiny changes. Y'all know what's up. Hair. Just a little teeny tiny movements. There we go. This one moves a little bit too much. There we go. Doesn't that look good? It's so insignificant. Wow, I'm a genius. I really just hit the corner of my water bottle against the corner of my screen. Stay hydrated.
Geniuses live in puddles.
Why am I so zoomed out? What am I doing? There we go. I have no reason to be that zoomed out. This is a wonderful facial expression right here. In fact, I think I'm gonna save that and send it to people sometimes. Like, just as a thing I have. That'll be my next overused screenshot.
Lindsay, she plan ahead.
Oh, well, if y'all gonna be that way, I'll send it to you right now. Y'all in chat, don't worry about it. I'm being a mature adult. I'm acting my age. There we go. Don't worry about it. I didn't just send that screenshot to anybody. Shh. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Actually, this screenshot is a really close second place. It's a lot of really small adjustments. How does this look? Did I just make it look stupid? Only a little bit. Just found this, what is it? Basically, it's me animating and not knowing how to give commentary. No, I say that as a silly, but It really is mostly just me animating. I give a few comments about what I'm doing. If anybody says anything interesting in the chat, I respond to it. Mainly because I posted a short that was from the thing I'm working on now that did significantly better than most of what I do. Ooh, that looked really good. Nice animation. Thank you! A super random fun fact that I don't actually know if I've really talked about this much online before. On my little channel about thing, it says cartooning since 2019. That's only when I actually started posting stuff. What am I animating? So I posted a YouTube short. Actually, let me find it. I'll just put a link to the thing I animated. Shorts. Here it is. Copy. Oh, there's a lot of people in here that are interested. Awesome. But the little clip I just posted in the chat is a segment from the pilot to a cartoon that I've been working on for a lot more years than I would care to admit. It has been a long time coming, but I'm hoping within the next few years we can finally get there. I've rewritten it like 5 separate times. I finally think we have the winner. I don't stream all of that off. Oh, what program is this? This is Adobe Animate. I don't stream too often. Mostly just I'll be sitting there thinking, like, oh, hey, why don't I stream? Though I will have a lot more free time in the future, because recent graduate, yay! I'm free!
More reason to subscribe.
Oh yeah, that's true. More reason to subscribe. The second you said that, I got an email that somebody subscribed. That is hilarious. Oh, there it is on the stream. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the little Technologica family we have growing. I need to come up with a name for y'all. Because Little Logicas just doesn't sound right. I don't like that. I don't know why, it sounds clunky. But like not in the charming early 2000s kind of way, in just that stupid kind of way. And I don't want to call y'all little techies, because that sounds more like actual computerish, and that's not what this is at all. This is a cartoon for 3-year-olds. I say that as a joke. I'm glad y'all are having fun. That really does mean a lot to me. I don't know why the view count is stalled out. It's showing that there's 2 current viewers, but there's a significantly more people than that in chat right now, so I don't know what's up. Did the chat freeze again? That's crazy. Well, that's crazy. I can see what y'all are typing, it's just not actually displaying on the stream for some reason. That's what I get for using Streamlabs for free. I could if this wasn't just a PNG background I made. It looks nice. You know, I'm gonna nerd out for a second. Just because somebody in my house is asking. The way I set up the live stream is the background that has like the background that just looks like Windows XP, I just made that in Photoshop. Like that's just a still image. Because I would have to make a whole new background to do that. Because that's all part of one image. Like the actual text on the live chat and the current views and all of that, that's all live. Like, I'm gonna hide that because that's not, the joke is dead. But yeah, if I wanted to, I'm gonna do this slowly so it doesn't look too like flashy or annoying. But the background is all one thing, so if I just get rid of the background, that gets rid of like everything because it's all just one picture. Oh, but the clock does actually show what time it is. In the bottom right, it shows what time it is where I am. Isn't that neat? I'm about to bring the background back. It might be a little bit bright, so if you're in a dark room, go ahead and look away for a second. Okay, we're good. Isn't that such a cool thing, though? I had to look up how you make a clock with JavaScript, but I did it. It's actually not as hard as you think it is. But this is an animation stream, not a me talking about computers kind of stream. I just, literally minutes ago, I was like, well, this isn't a computer channel, and then y'all know what I just spent like 5 minutes to. It wasn't 5 minutes, that's an exaggeration, but y'all get the idea. That's hilarious. Anyway. 22:12. See, 22 would be... Oh, a little after 11 p.m. I say I'm not good at math, and then... Welcome to everybody that has been saying hello while I was talking about my stream setup. What are you looking at? You're looking at me making a cartoon, finally. Like I keep saying I'm gonna do. And now I'm finally actually doing the stuff I say I will. It's legit A. Okay. What if I like... Eh? Oh, well now the chat box is just gone. Okay. Well, it is what it is. No, we're not gonna be fighting about AI art. We're not doing that. How long have I been animating this for? Let me see. Oh, like this single chapter. Let's see. How long has it been going? For about 50 minutes on this part. For just today. In total, I think I've spent... I'm gonna say probably in total on this specific segment, I've spent like 2-ish hours. Maybe a little longer. Let me take a peek at how it looks so far. I'm not streaming audio because animating takes a long time. Yeah, it's a very slow process. I'm not sharing audio because I don't want to spoil the actual story, but let's just take a look at how everything looks so far. There's parts that are incomplete. What's this for? This is I'm finally working on the pilot I've been promising since like 2019. Man, I'm being accused of being a liar in my own home. I mean, he's right, but... Let's take a peek at how it looks so far. I'm curious. There's not going to be sound because I don't want to spoil the actual story because you would be able to hear the characters talking, but let's just observe visually how it looks. This is the part that's in the YouTube short. Y'all have seen this intro clip. That actually, I'm happy with it. I think that looks really smooth. How do people animate that fast and that well? It takes 20 minutes just to do a few sentences with a mouth, and you do this in 50 minutes. That looks sick. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'm glad y'all are liking it so far. Early 2010s. Thank you! I'm so glad everybody that sees it thinks it's reminiscent of early 2010s. That's exactly what I'm trying to mimic. What it is the kind of cartoon that I would have been absolutely obsessed with as a young little bean. Hello, welcome. Imagine using lip sync to find out what's happening. The one thing I have noticed is anime tends to drop the frame rate as you're playing, because I have a few note effects applied on the notebook, so it drops the frame rate just a little bit. So you'd be missing a few frames if you wanted to do that, but y'all have fun. Time distortion caused the cartoon to be made in current day. Actually, in this episode, there's a bit later on where they mention it takes place in 2009. So yeah, that could very well be some sort of time stuff going on. There's a bit where they see a thing that happened like way later than 2009. It's like not modern, but like most people would know, oh hey, that's not 2009. They make a comment like, oh, that hasn't happened yet. It's not funny, but it's not funny, but it's part of it anyway. Plot discovery. I wish the plot was that interesting.
Truth in advertising.
I wonder how animators spend hours on a single part and not lose focus and start animating stuff wrong. Me too, I'm still trying to figure that out. No, that's part of why it takes me so long, because every single file is now leaked because of this one teaser. Honestly, yeah, that pretty much sums it up, because there's not really a lot to leak yet. Do I have a Discord? Not yet. I'm thinking about it. That'll probably be like a much, much later thing. I was really recently messing around with the idea of it, but the most I have right now is, oh, hello, cat. The most, no, not the keyboard, not the keyboard, not the keyboard. Y'all wanna say hi to my cat? You wanna say hello? Oh, she left immediately. No, like, I don't know. I played around with the idea, but I'll probably only be serious about that like later on when I feel like I can like commit more fully to make sure people aren't like doxing each other, you know? The internet is the wild, wild west. Like, people say that as a joke, but it's not really a joke, you know? Yeah. The cat couldn't deal, left on the spot. No, she didn't like that I wouldn't let her sit on my keyboard. Oh no, yeah, she vanished. I have no clue where she went. Oh, there she is! We scared the cat off. If anything, I'd be more worried about her scaring y'all off. She is a menace. She's a senior cat, and she has the mindset of a senior cat without actually having any health issues yet. So, like, she will get away with stuff. Don't have the attention span to do stuff like this. I'm amazed I'm still going at it, honestly. The part I hate most is lip sync. It's awful. The thing I've started doing is, let me real quick. Let me locate something. Where is it? There it is. Let me show y'all what I've started doing in retaliation to having to lip sync stuff. Forget having a mouth. Just put a squiggly line that you can set to auto change frames based on the noises. The pain of lip sync. Yeah, that's why I don't do it for... That is like 99% of the reason I went with this design choice. Specifically because I got so tired of having to lip sync, so I wanted something where I wouldn't have to. So what I do is, see how it has a button that says lip syncing? It's really bad. It's like painfully bad. But what I do is I just have a bunch of different line squiggles that all look different, and I set it to lip sync automatically. So that way, we don't know it looks bad. All we see is just a line moving. So that way, I don't have to do it there. I was kicking myself for having 3 separate characters in this one scene that I have to lip sync for all 3 of them for. But it's worth it for the story because they play off each other really well. I was about to go more into detail, but then that would ruin, like, the entire thing. Made a character without a mouth once just to make animation easier, but he can talk, so I don't know how that works. I did the same thing. Like, I straight up just had a character that just had no mouth. Like, there was plenty of room. Like, the character had just this massive pointy chin, but there was just no mouth on it. I think that character only showed up in, like, 1 video, though, so it ended up not mattering. Every other time... No, there was 2 videos. See, that's different. Barely, but it's different. How long do I spend animating filler frames? Way too long. I would say, I don't have an exact number because it's different for every animation, but percentage-wise, I'd say roughly like 25-30% is like the big keyframes, but then filler frames is like more than half of it. Because you have to make sure it looks smooth enough to be believable, but not like robotic smooth. I mean, unless you're actually animating a robot, but you know. The 3rd most important character in your story is the one without a mouth. Just adding in some slight movement so she's not just standing there, like, not being alive. A little bit of movement just to show she's not just standing there static. There you go. It's a very small... Y'all are getting tired of me saying, oh, it's a small thing, it's a small thing. The character with no mouse situation is explained easily. They have a hole in the back of their... That's horrifying. Like one of those horror bits where, like, they put up their hair and it's just this gaping maw with all these teeth. Actually, that'd be really funny to do with noses, where they don't have noses and then... That is the stupidest thing I think I've ever come up with. Where none of them have noses, but then they, like, turn around and, like, pull their hair up, and there's just, like, a nose on the back of their head, and it's just this super realistic, detailed human nose. Oh, I hate that I said that out loud, and now there's audio recordings of me saying it where people can go back and be like, yep, this is the one that needs to be put in prison. Plotting an entire 8-episode story in my dreams. You could always make it happen. I've had a few ideas for some really eerie characters that I would really love to use, but I probably won't end up using them. What am I doing? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, that's why. But I probably won't ever end up using them anywhere just because it's a little bit dark for what I have in mind. Like, the darkest I would go is, like, those stories that, like, wow, that's insane, that's crazy. Or, like, character development kind of stuff. But not actual, like, things that are scary to look at. Basically, if I wouldn't have liked it in 2008, 2009, and I definitely would not have I didn't like toys where you push a button and they walk around and move. Those always made me cry. So actually looking at it like that, my options are suddenly more limited, so maybe not quite if I specifically. This is where we can cheat a bit, because that's going to be off screen, so it doesn't have to be, like, a perfect position. It just has to look smooth going down, so we can worry about it looking smooth, but then just being gone. Oh, that looks good! Oh, I'm gonna say it. That looked good. I made the right choice. I'm proud of that one specific half-a-second clip. Now we just gotta do the bit with her hair. This is coming together quite nicely. I am happy with this. I think I might change this. Oh, that looks much better. Just turns around and whispers, "Hello." Any animation tips for newish animators? Start with something really small. That's probably not what y'all want to hear, and you've probably heard it a million times before, but that's probably the best tip I can offer. Don't just jump into animating like a whole entire thing. Start off really small, like maybe like, I don't know, 5-10 second animatic, not even like a full animation. Because what an animatic is really good for is practicing with keyframes and not really worrying about the in-betweens yet. Trying to think of if there's anything else that's useful for, like, actually animating. That's probably the best I can give, is starting off with something really small and really simple. What's the main character's name? Oh, the actual, like, main character of the overall story I have is not in this video, but, I I don't know which of the three of these would be the main character, so I'm just gonna give you all of them. The purple one is Melissa. Oh, the blonde with brown tips, her name is CK. Like the letters. And then this is Erin. She's definitely one of my favorites. I don't know who my all-time favorite is. I feel like I should know. I feel like this looks okay altogether. I might push her hair a little bit farther because I don't feel like you can really see it that well. CK signs up for a job at a pizzeria named Fazbear's Pizza, real plot of episode 1. You know what's hilarious? The Five Nights at Freddy's movie comes out on this channel's anniversary. I'm not playing. October 27th is this channel's anniversary. Go back and look at my past videos that I've done for last year and the year before. You'll see. And I just find that really funny. I remember I saw that announcement on Instagram and everything froze. Time slowed down. That was probably the best day of my life, realizing my channel will share a birthday with the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Like, out of all 365 days, a Halloween special. I do have a video that's set to go live on Halloween. It's not anything like this, it's just a song cover. Because I'm spending more time actually working on this. Oh yeah, that definitely looks a lot better. The hair was what was throwing me off. I forgot I made her do that. Actually. You know what? I know other people are gonna do it, so I'm gonna cut to the chase. They planned it to be on my channel anniversary. Freddy Fazbear is a huge technological fan. Oh man. It was all planned. She's explaining the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. I can't believe I'm doing this. She is explaining the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. This is... That is probably one of the worst images I have ever created. I'm not even going to delete the layer, I'm just going to set it to be invisible. So that way if I ever come back and open this file again, I'll be like, oh, what's this layer? She is explaining the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. Just making up a whole alternate. I'm not against fanfiction. Like, if y'all have ideas, let me hear about them. Great, now I got that stupid song stuck in my head. Because of the Five Nights at Freddy's thing. The animatronic family. I've never even heard, like, the song on its own. It just keeps, like, showing up. I'll be scrolling the internet in peace, and it'll just appear. And I've only heard the first, like, 2 sentences of it. But it's... now it's in my brain. Melissa's a Five Nights at Freddy's nerd who dances to Five Nights at Freddy's TikToks. If anybody would, it's her. It would be Erin. I feel like she would have a side. I'm putting thought into this. I'm just gonna say it now and just rip off the band-aid. It can be canon. Erin would absolutely have a side account just to post Five Nights at Freddy's videos and would start arguing in the comments of her own TikToks about the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. What year did it come out? I'm gonna Google that. That's in my search history now. Let's see. 2014. Okay, so it hasn't happened yet in the actual Technologica universe. But as of, like... trying to think if there's any point we're celebrating. Trying to think if there's any point we ever see the future of Technologica. Because at that point, it will absolutely be a thing that exists. In fact, just to be silly, I'd probably put her, like, in the middle of making a TikTok in the background, probably doing that specific dance. Y'all know the one. Anyway. Every live stream, it just evolves into pure chaos, and I gotta say, I'm not disappointed. We got lore drops I wasn't expecting. You know the feeling when you're watching something you've loved for years, and they have this big reveal, and you're like, whoa, that's crazy! That's what I feel like right now. When I woke up this morning, I didn't know Erin had a side TikTok for posting Five Nights at Freddy's dances and fighting in the comments. But I've learned something new today. What was I doing? What scene is this? I remember. Oh, man. This is probably one of the best things to ever come out of this channel, honestly. Wait. Kiwi pizza? Is that a thing? That's real? Oh, no. Oh, no. I knew pineapple was a thing, and that pushes it, but that's just because I don't like pineapple. So I feel bad about, like, having beef with pineapple pizza enjoyers, because I feel like it's like a different thing. We knew it was at the Bite of 87 joke. I can try to slip it in. I don't know who would make that joke. Because it's 2009 in the cartoon, so it hasn't happened yet. But I mean, that didn't stop me with making other jokes that are definitely not funny anymore, but you know what I mean. It looks so good. Thank you! I have no clue what to do with Melissa in this scene. Fun fact about me, I don't storyboard. I can probably find a way to put the Bite of 87. Now I'm determined. A new fan. Hello, welcome! I really wish I could give a rundown of what the channel is, but there's no rhyme or reason. I just kind of post stuff. Some of it's cartoons, some of it isn't. I have a few videos from The Sims, but I don't know if I'm going to do too much more with that. Like, there's really only so much I can do without it getting boring. The animation of 23. Bite of 87 joke. Ah, I'm trying to think any possible way I can, because now I'm determined. Now that I've put more than like 3 minutes of thought into it, I'm emotionally attached. I'm emotionally attached to the Bite of 87. God, there's something wrong with me. There's gotta be something fundamentally wrong with me as a person with how much thought I've put into where I can put a Bite of 87 joke in a cartoon that takes place in 2009. Sigh. Okay, the lore of this world is... Forget Five Nights at Freddy's lore, let me explain to y'all technological lore real quick. In a very condensed way, they're in this little universe that's basically in the internet. So just because their specific corner takes place in 2009, that doesn't mean everything else is in 2009. Maybe Five Nights at Freddy's does exist. Maybe Five Nights at Freddy's could be real. Someone bites the kiwi pizza and someone says, was that the bite of 87 or was that the bite of 09? I'll figure it out. Oh, wait! The thing I'm working on right now would be a perfect place for a Five Nights at Freddy's reference. Make that joke the entire basis of the series. Ooh, I don't want to spoil what I have planned for what I'm doing right now, because it is actually a lot cooler than I'm giving it credit for being. And it's like finally the first episode. It's wow, hype, excitement. I don't want to like ruin the build up, you know? But it can work. It can work. I think I can show you a visual gag I did without it ruining the story. Nah. I don't know if it would make sense if I showed it to you. Is this it? That might be it. I like how live chat can just affect the universe of this. Not always, but I'd be down to make some Five Nights at Freddy's jokes if y'all want me to make some Five Nights at Freddy's jokes. Yeah, I was talking about the thing I wanted to show y'all, but now of course I don't know which file it is, and I don't want to just start opening stuff because I don't want to ruin the ending. That's unfortunate. It is what it is. I'll probably post like another teaser that has the clip I'm talking about now. Melissa would bring 112 frozen hot dogs in a plastic bin to a party. Maybe not Melissa, but I feel like somebody definitely would. Chat's funny today. Y'all are funny today. why that got me, but that's funny. Girl bought 112 shaboing boys. That one's funny. That one's funny. I'm glad we're being entertaining. I'm glad this is an entertaining live stream. Oh man. Yo, I think this is the most likes I've ever gotten during a live stream. We're already up to 15 likes according to YouTube Studio. That's hilarious. There's enough bones in a human body to make a skeleton? Whoa, skeletons are real? Like Sans Undertale? I'm sorry. I don't know, that's where my brain went. I don't know why. Somebody outside is honking their horn like a maniac, and I just want to know why. What is the reason? Oh, it's 16 likes. Hey, I'm cool with that. I'm not complaining. Oh yeah, there it is. It just updated. Carpenter ants are a centimeter long. Absolutely not. Smaller than a football field. Wow, no way. Wait, are they actually a centimeter long? Oh, I don't like that. That makes me sad. Oh, less than a cent. I was about to be like, yo, I will never sleep again. Oh, man. That's normally the kind of thing I would Google, but if that was true, I don't want to be looking at pictures of things that I know how big they are. You know? Oh, my phrasing. Y'all know what I mean. I'm not about to Google an insect that I already know is going to be big enough to make me sad. What am I doing? I'm not doing this frame by frame. There. Easy. The 2-foot ants. Y'all have fun. I'm not taking part of any insectoid nonsense. I know what I want to do for this, but I'm trying to think how I can actually do it without it looking awkward. I think I have a plan. The hardest part is getting the elbows to line up just right, without it looking goofy. There. There we go. Bird hit your window and give a heart attack. I got a few memories of times birds have hit windows. Oh wait, is my subscriber count behind? Yeah, I don't think that's right. On the screen. Eh. Streamlabs loves to mess with my stuff, doesn't it? It's crazy. $382? Wait, really? Hold on. That can't be right. That sounds way high. Hold on. Let me actually check this. Huh? Hey, yo. Wait, yo. That is a lot. That was fast. Well, I guess I've learned. Yeah, stream on a Friday afternoon. That's how it works around here. I guess that is crazy. Yo. I think 384 is right because I just checked on YouTube Studio on the mobile app and it says 384. Yo, that was fast. Trying to remember what we started with. I think it was like 371. I think it was. It was because I had 70 videos and I kept like flipping backwards thinking I was reading it wrong because of the other 70. Yo, that's like 13 people. That's crazy. was already up to 376 when you joined? I mean, hey, I'm not complaining. I'll take it. I find it hilarious that as soon as I like finally started posting actual Technologica stuff is when engagement started going up. I mean, hey, if that's what y'all want to see, I'm not against that in the slightest. Because what I had been thinking was, okay, this is an entirely new thing. Nobody else has ever heard about it. It's not based on anything that's already popular. So what I'm gonna do is do stuff that people already know about so they have something they can look for and they're more likely to find it. I mean, it makes sense. No, I'm not reposting Day of the Dads. I don't know what you mean, because that's not based on anything.
The same type of content.
Yeah, but that's been privated for years.
That's what people want to see.
I mean, yeah. Oh, you think the live chat on the screen is frozen? Yeah, it's frozen again. That's crazy.
Let it go. Let it go.
No, I don't want to get copyright claimed. Now I'm all nervous because I feel like people are actually going to care. Oh, that'll be interesting for the Halloween video then, because that is... I'm singing a... Ooh. I almost just ruined the... Well, I mean, I already posted a trailer. I'm singing a Disney song for Halloween. Just a yellow circle. Yeah, it's an emoji with no eyes or mouth. Emojis are just yellow circles with faces. I follow the logic. Love the Windows aesthetic. Thank you, thank you. I'm really proud of it. I'm mainly proud of how the clock in the bottom right works. It's probably too small to be able to actually see, but I'm so proud of myself. I know I just copy-pasted from a tutorial, but... Also notice, I mean, hey, when I have the start menu, the subscribe button with the little logo, I mean, hey, it works. There we go, in chat, I'm gonna try to do the joke, but I feel like it's sort of lost because it has the space under, it has like the underline thing. I feel like that kind of ruins the joke. The phone is ringing, wow! But I do not care. San Andreas, like the movie? Is that a movie? Is that the one that they turned... Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Is that the one they turned into a movie?
Not my fault.
What?
Not my fault.
Oh, I get it. Oh! Dude, I don't think you can make that joke! It wasn't picked up on the mic, but... That's bad. That's a little bit dark, but that's funny. Anyway. Oh, that's so bad. Try and be daring and make her hair look a little bit more bouncy. Ooh, I'm a fan of how that looks. You know, I keep doing all of these little things and being like, oh, I actually like this. I think I might just enjoy how my animation is looking. Whoa, that's crazy. Why did it send twice on your end? Yeah, it sent twice on our end too. The emoji lore in this chat runs deeper than the lore in the actual Emoji Movie. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, I nailed the hair first try. Ooh, I'm proud of that. Ooh, that's the kind of thing I'm just gonna be watching on loop for a few hours later. That's the kind of thing I'm gonna turn into a GIF and just sit there and stare at it. Face deformation. Wait, let me contribute one more emoji real quick. Okay, yeah, that's a really weird glitch Animate has. Where, like, she's standing over here. And her, like, little center point of rotation is, like, right here in the middle. But then if you try to flip her, she's just off over there walking away from me. Like, I don't get it. Why does it do that? I said I was only gonna do one more emoji, but now I have an idea. What do you mean there's no pants emoji? There's no... Darn. Wait a minute, I can just use the computer emoji. Yay, I did it! I'm debating if I want to do, like, not like a cutaway gag, but like one of those... I don't even know what it's called. Technologica episode 666 haunted. There's was an episode about a haunted house. There's like a ghost and a ghost song and everything. The ghost song goes crazy. I haven't like actually recorded singing for it yet, but the instrumental goes insane. You know, I think I am gonna do it because it's like a fun looking thing. So then I can get rid of this tween to save resources. Go ahead, take a spooky dookie. Stop, because I know exactly what specific image that is. There's very few parts of the internet that I hold that near and dear to my heart, but spooky dookie is one of them. Oh, you have to go? Thank you for being able to join the stream. I hope it was entertaining. I love the height difference between Aaron and Melissa. Like, that is probably like half a head in difference. I don't know. It's a little bit less than that. Platformer based on a 2009 Flash animation series. Oh, I've never played that game. I have no clue what the reference is. I am not actually that much of a gamer. I have like 4 or 5 games that I play like in a sort of cycle that I kind of go through, but that's about it. And if there is anyone here who was here for the stream-a-thon we did back in the spring, y'all know. Y'all remember Tetris. Do I need to redraw this? I don't. Ever watched Chainsaw Man? I have not. I don't really watch that much TV either. I spend more time creating media than I do consuming it. Which is probably not great because I could be getting so many more ideas if I watched more stuff, but... Oh, we're already getting close to 2 hours. That's crazy. Probably in another, like, 10 minutes I'm gonna start wrapping stuff up. Because I don't want to be streaming for all hours of the night. Like, I know it's not really that late, but I like to keep it in like 2-ish hours. It's an anime, but it's awesome. No, I have nothing against anime. I just don't really watch a ton of it. Managed to return for a few minutes. I'm probably gonna be slowing it down a little bit. Let me see what. Okay, we're at an hour 52. 6:17 now. Probably 6:30. I'll call it at 6:30. How long is 6:30 time zone is time zoning? Another like 10 minutes. Time zones are very annoying. Yeah. Everything is important, put on YouTube while I'm sleeping, or everything important is put on YouTube right while I'm sleeping or right before. If I do stream, I usually do it for me early on a Saturday morning. Well, not like too early, but I'm getting a notification that my keyboard battery is low. That's hilarious. You can function on 2%. Come on. Stop and wake. No, yeah, I'll plug it in after the stream. But yeah, for me, it's like 10:30. Maybe not like 10 or 10:30, but some point on Saturday morning is usually when I stream. See, the funny part is I can tell y'all that I'm gonna type something stupid in chat, but y'all don't actually hear till like 30 seconds later, so I've already said it and left y'all confused for about half a minute. And I feel so powerful knowing that I can take up real estate in your brain that way. Anyway. I love being silly on the internet. I love springs. This is probably the part where I should be a responsible, not influencer, nowhere near, but responsible figure, I guess, on the internet and throw in the caveat. Don't actually spread misinformation on purpose. Whenever anyone likes the video, so does everybody else. Give it a try and see if it works. I'm trying so hard not to become a sellout. I'm doing my best. Debt collectors hate this one trick. Die before you pay. I love animating Erin. She's so poofy. She is so shaped, indeed. She's friend-shaped. I completely forgot I did that. I love how Melissa just gives her this look like, can you stop for 5 seconds? Essentially what this scene is, basically we have CK gets a really stupid idea that is probably physically just where you are. Is it boiling hot? No, it's toasty. It's 92 degrees over here. I love that. basically the plot of this is CK has a funny idea. She wants to do it, even though it's like a really stupid idea and definitely dangerous. But Aaron is a little bit on the goofy side. So she's like, yeah, that sounds fun, let's do it! And Melissa's like, let's not do that. I've never played that game, I have no clue what that means. I'm not a gamer, I play Wizard 101 and call myself cool, okay? Y'all gotta understand. And then Melissa's more aware of it being a bad idea and trying to say anything. And they're both just like, well, no. Waste of $5. Oh, so I guess it's not a good game. It can be perfectly recreated in Roblox. But I mean, also, didn't somebody remake one of the Sonic games in Roblox? So I guess it's not really too far-fetched of an idea. Oh, are the models bad? I feel like it's the kind of thing I've probably seen people talking about, but just off the top of my head, I don't know what it is. Oh, that thing! Oh, I know what y'all are talking about. I just quickly looked it up and I see what y'all are talking about. That's $10? Somebody with no experience recreated it. That's so funny. That's hilarious. I haven't played it, so I can't really form an opinion on what it is, but no, actually, like, seeing it, I know what y'all are talking about. I've seen it around before. This is... I think we're at a pretty good place for me to leave off. I'm still gonna be working on it, like, off-stream. But I think I'm gonna call it, like, on the live stream. But yeah, I hope it was enjoyable. Real quick, I'll search up what it is you're talking about, because that sounds like something from the game. Yeah, that is a character from the game. Oh, that thing! That's what that's called! The first result is of the character T-posing. That's hilarious. But yeah, I hope it has been an enjoyable experience for y'all. I had a lot of fun. It has a higher polygon count than the Ink Demon. Y'all talking about the one from Bendy? Are you serious? There's no way that's right. Hold on. That can't be. Anyway, no, I'm not gonna get distracted talking about a game I've never even played. Ah, there's no way that has a higher polygon count. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm actually amazed at what I've gotten done. It's not like a ton numerically, not a very long time, but it looks good, and that's the main thing I'm worried about, it looking good. So I'm glad I was able to achieve that, or at least right now I'm happy with it. Probably in 10 minutes I'll look at it and be like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's that? You're always your own worst critic. But I will stop myself before going on like a 10-minute tangent, recapping the entire stream. I will go ahead and end it off here. Stay crazy, stay cool, stay creative. This has been Technologica, and